Hello. Hi there. Have I ever done a video vlog style like this where I'm chilling on my bed against a pillow in the corner like a lazy bum? I don't know. I just really felt the need, or I guess the want, to vlog and just have a little sit down chit chat or like a lay down chit chat because I wanted to do an update and just have this, I guess, one-way conversation where I'm talking and you're listening if you're curious and or interested in what I have to say and ramble about. And I don't know, I was just feeling it, just wanting to, I don't know, just be open about the ongoings on of my life of late and just my thoughts, my feelings, and just what I've been up to and how I've been feeling. And anyway, sorry about the background noise in advance. You're probably going to hear some kiddos on and off, and I can explain that in a bit. And yeah, so I don't know where to begin or really what to say because I feel like I have so much in my head right now, and there's like a hair in the corner of it's gone. Okay. Anyway, well, first of all, I'm proud of myself. I got ready even though I wasn't really feeling it. And I've been trying to put my face on every day the past few days, especially because, and I'll get to that as well, but I even showered and I washed my hair. So, two things, well, three things: shower, wash my hair, and put my face on. So, and I'm even wearing a little headband, which I will take off probably after I turn the camera off because they're not always that comfortable. And I'm wearing a cute little sweater, so awkwardly showing you. And I'm not wearing pants right now, and I need to shave. But yeah, compression shorts. And here's the other side. It's not just like this one. Oh, my dad's socks. And my toes hurt. How about I just explain that first? But I'm gonna stop showing you my legs now. So a week and a half ago, it was a Tuesday, I think the 23rd, I want to say. Anyway, it was like an emergency double foot procedure that I got done, and we were thinking, my mom and I, of going and getting it done, and my toes helped and fixed, I guess, that Monday, but it was bumped to the next day because that was the soonest that I could get in. So I go in very early in the morning before my Tuesday class, and it was about my ingrown toenails. So essentially, ingrown toenails, they can happen because hereditary. So thank you, Grandma. I know that you have endured the pain of ingrown toenails, and it's probably, perhaps, most likely because of you that I endured and enjoyed this challenge as well. But anyway, so hereditary. Also, shoes too small, too tight, not the right footwear. I'm a 9.5, and I think all my shoes fit correctly, so I don't think that was the problem. And there's other things too, like they just happen, etc., etc. Odds are it's hereditary for me. And the few days before that led up to that Tuesday where I go in for the appointment and get the process going and procedure done and everything, both toes were oozing and it was not good. Obviously, it doesn't sound very good, so it was like a green kind of juice stuff, not good. And then my right toe was bleeding, so not so good. And I've experienced this pain on and off for probably over a year, and it sounds bad, but I don't remember the last time that my big toenails or big toe toenails were normal, as in I don't remember them not growing off to the side. So the left toe, the nail will grow into the side, the right side, and then it's flip-flopped with the right big toe toenail growing into the left side, if that makes sense. So it's pretty painful and uncomfortable. It makes things just hurt. Your toes hurt when you wear shoes, when you walk, when you run, sometimes every step you take. And other than that, it's just you bump your big toe into something and it would hurt anyway, but especially with an ingrown toenail. So not very fun. The toenail obviously is supposed to grow like from your skin and then just go straight forward, not dig into the side of your toe, the side of the skin, if that makes sense. So I got that done, and they numb each toe twice, and I got them done at the same time, and I have to go back next Tuesday and also get a wart removed on the bottom of one of my toes on my right foot. So what I could have done for my last appointment when I got both ingrown toenails removed and everything, what I could have done is get the wart removed and then the opposite foot, my left foot toenail, halfway removed. So they remove part of the nail, the part that has been infected, the part that has dug into the skin. So they remove that part, but first they numb both toes twice. So they stick a needle, I swear, all the way through the nail and almost like poking out the other end. So they do that, and then what else do they do? As if that's enough. That is enough. And then your toe is numb for like 24 hours, and he will just like scrape and cut it away, and then he has to kill the root, so he puts like an ointment on it, and then he'll bandage it with this giant cloth, as well as a wraparound. It's bright pink, and maybe my left foot hurts more than my right foot sometimes because my bandage, can't talk, the pink thing was only on for maybe 6 hours, and it fell off, and I had to DIY it myself. I could have gone back in to get it officially taken care of and like put on again, but I just decided to do it myself, and he gave me a bandage. Did I say it right? Anyway, he left me with some to do myself in case there was a problem, so I just did it that way. So I don't think it was as tight as it should have been to stop the bleeding and keep the numbing going and just stop the pain. So anyway, that night was very hard. That first night going into Wednesday, I was up from like 3 to 5 a.m. on the couch trying to sleep. It was me and my mom. My mom was there like to support, and we both fall asleep on the couch all the time. When Calls the Heart is why we fall asleep on the couch. We watch it late at night. Just puts us to sleep. It's just nice and calm. So excited about the new season. So that's fun. We bought the episodes. Sadly, we have to wait every week because it's only available on Amazon Prime, or at least the way that we decided to watch it. We only do it through Amazon Prime. So, who is Elizabeth gonna pick? We like the Mountie, or at least I do now, but the businessman is just something else, and his beard is so good. And the Mountie has like an aged face. Like, he looks like an old young person, and the other guy just, he has kind of the baby face except for the beard. The beard, I don't know, just adds to his cuteness. But anyway, so that first night was really painful. We watched a cute movie. I forget the name of it, but it was like from 3 to 5 a.m. Me and my mom just hanging out. I had to wake her up because I didn't know what to do, so I got some Tylenol, and that really helped. And we just watched a movie together, so that was really fun. I didn't leave the house for that first week. So Wednesday, the day before yesterday, I'm filming this Friday, the 5th. Friday the 5th. Ooh, am I popular? I'm not used to this failing. I actually got a text. Anyway, no, just kidding. Yeah, so Wednesday I take the dog for a walk, and I try to walk him every day, or I did before the toe problem, until that day where I get the surgery, if you can call it that. I was only numbed. I wasn't like put under or anything, so I don't know if it's an official big procedure like that. Anyway, so that is the toe update. My dad is allowing me to wear his socks. I was first wearing my mom's old socks, now I'm wearing a pair of my dad's old socks. I like the Argyle, they're very nice, very cute. Probably going to be thrown away after, just because some of the bleeding can seep into the socks, which sounds really gross, but anyway. So yeah, and then I have to soak my feet in this weird dye that kind of turns my feet, or like dyes my feet a golden kind of color. It didn't at first, but the past few days it's changed the color of my feet. Hopefully that doesn't last forever, but I have a tan now, so I look like Snooki, kind of orangish. But yeah, other than that, the soaking every day, like 12, or not 12 hours, every 24 hours, yeah. You soak once every 24 hours in that, just in a bin with warmish water, and then you pour in that, whatever it's called, I can't think of the name, but it prevents infection and sepsis, is that what it's called? I think. Anyway, so that's really good, that really helps. It doesn't sting as much. Sometimes my feet will sting and burn and just feel uncomfortable and throb sometimes. Some days are harder than others. Sometimes I don't feel anything as if they're numb. I know they're not, but anyway, so and then I just have to wear 2 to 3 band-aids on each toe at all times, and then I always wear socks even if my feet are hot. And yeah, I'm still able to shower. I just keep the band-aids on, and then after you soak your feet in that dye stuff, you put this ointment on it, and that will again prevent infection or gangrene. I don't know if that's really a problem these days, if you have the proper meds and helps and stuff. But anyway, and I talked about my feet for a long time. Okay, so what else? Oh, today's Friday. I get to register for classes, so I get to sign up for some classes. And I'm attending BYU Idaho, a church school, and I am almost to senior status. I'm like 1 credit away from being an official actual senior, so it's very exciting. And I get to, well, I was supposed to sign up for classes like at the earliest for spring semester this coming Monday, but they changed it. I got permission and approval to do it actually today at 4 p.m. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm very excited about that. I think that's the most fun part about school. That's like the only fun part about school. Then you start your first day of your first class of the semester, and it's like you don't want to be there anymore. Maybe. Anyway, so yeah, that's very, very exciting. I'm only gonna do 2 classes. I have to pay out of pocket because the scholarship through my dad's work that I get is only good for semesters that I'm tracked for. So that's 2 of the 3 semesters available. But I'm doing fast track, that's what they call it. And that allows me to do all year if I want. So that will help me progress by another semester, graduate a semester sooner. And from now till I graduate, I'll be doing 2 classes per semester. My goal is to graduate fall semester, which is December of 2022. So that's very, very exciting. That will be my student teaching semester. I think it's like a 10 or 12 credit class. I'll only take that one single class that semester and I'll be done. And I meet with one of my class groups on Thursday evenings, if that makes sense. And only one person showed up last night, one of the 3 other girls. And we just had a nice little chit-chat conversation about school, where we're at, and how we're content about where we are. And she's also essentially a senior as well. And we just enjoyed talking and catching up, and she's just really cool. And we're basically in the same spot where she wants to graduate, and according to her grad plan, about the same time as me. So fall of next year, which is very nice. Well, December, by the end of fall semester. So that's very, very cool. And I'm just excited. I'll only be taking like 5 credits, and I've never done that small of a semester, I don't think. Well, unless a long time ago. But yeah, so that's exciting. What else? My sister had her baby last night, so it's very exciting. Another little boy. So I'm an aunt to 5 nephews now, and then 1 single niece. So that's very, very cool. I love being an aunt, Auntie Emmy, and I just feel so happy for my sister, and it's just really fun to have kids in the family again. You know, I have a younger brother. I'm the 4th of 5 kids, and I don't really remember him as a baby, maybe because of my age at the time. We're 3 years apart, so I was like 3 years old. And I don't know, I think it's fun to have little kids in the family, and it's just, I don't know, a lot of fun. It's really cute. So that's very exciting. And it makes me think about my future and if and when I have my own family, and it makes me excited for what is to come and what will come to pass. And I'm not there yet, and I don't know if I will be there yet or ever experience that, like being a mom, but at least for now it's fun being an aunt. Anyway, so I have, by the way, fun fact, this doesn't matter at all, and I know you don't care, but just more updates. I only have 1 class on Fridays, and it's a literacy class specifically for elementary ed, and it's very interesting just how to go about teaching English and writing and reading and just the different strategies and processes of that. Just very interesting stuff. And I find my major in career path very interesting and a little bit of a journey and adventure that can be stressful, of course, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and I know that it's for me. I can't imagine see myself doing anything else. And I think it will go well with my personality, and I just really want to help young people and grow young minds and inspire a young generation with being the best that they can be and knowing all they can do is their best and just believing in the philosophy that there's no such thing as a bad day. And now I'm getting really corny and cheesy, but anyway, none other things, I'm all over the place. But my friend, my good friend, is now engaged, and that's cute and exciting. And again, that's another thing that makes me think about my future. And I know so many people, there's so many friends and people in my family who are getting married and having kids, and I'm just like, I'm 23 years old now, and if I were my mom's age when she got married, does that make sense? If I were my mom, I'd be married by now. If I were my sisters, I'd be married by now, because my sister was almost 23. My other sister was 22 in a few months. My mom was almost 21. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm behind people according to my church, but according to me, I'm content, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm not ready for that. I get anxious about certain things, like talking to professionals on the phone, like to make appointments. I get anxious on certain errands. I get anxious having to pick up my meds. I get anxious about school and my future and social interaction. COVID doesn't help, but that's just my being an introvert with a lot of anxiety. And appointments, I'm not as nervous for, and that's a big improvement and step up from the past me. So I feel like I've had a lot of appointments lately, well, kind of, and there's more to come, obviously, because that's just how life works. You have appointments, you have to take care of yourself and your body and your mind and everything. So yesterday, actually, I had an appointment to renew and refill one of my prescriptions, well, meds. So I took care of the medication appointment, and it sounds weird, I'm 23, I know, but my mom came there just in case I forgot anything, if I said anything incorrect, like how many meds I take, how often I have to refill. The most concern I had was just not saying the right thing and not being like up to date with everything. I know it sounds bad, but just wanting to get the right dosage per meds. So I take things for mood, anxiety slash ADD, as well as to help me sleep, which helps with paranoia at the same time. So yeah, so that's really good, and now I can say I can go by myself. So I go every year for that, and that is, I think, a good thing. My doctor is really nice. He reminds me of my old one who I used to see in my old town, and he's just a really cool guy. And then other appointments, I was supposed to have my dentist appointment 2 days after I had the emergency foot procedure for my toes, and I had to reschedule and make another appointment for that because there was no way. I was just in too much pain and it was just not good. It was really hard those first few days. And so that is next month, the beginning of April, when I go to the dentist, and I go back about the toes and for the wart this coming Tuesday, which is March, I think, 9th. And what else? Then there was a medication appointment. I think the fall, the end of summer, is when I do my eye appointment every year. And then, yeah, the dentist is every 6 months, so I did that last fall too. Isn't this so much fun? I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, is that like all the appointments that you really do? Oh, and then I did the IUD. I do that every 5 years, so I got it replaced last fall-ish. Yeah, it was September, and so that was really good just to take care of that, the birth control. So yeah, I'm not as nervous about appointments. I just get really nervous on the phone and with certain errands. Drive-throughs I can't do. I like to go in more than I like to go through the drive-through, like for food or meds or whatever. Um, so that's a little bit about me, I guess. But some other things, just rambling and ranting and talking nonsense, I guess. Our clothes nonsense, we can talk about that. I don't know, I really want to become more of a minimalist, but it's very hard because it's not in me and it's not my personality type, and I just like to collect and I like to be in an environment like my room here. I like to be not overwhelmed, but just inspired by a lot of things and color and history and style, you know? And with my closet, I think it's fun to wear clothes. I kind of feel like a doll and I just have options and it's fun to express myself. I can't really express myself with my appearance that much other than my hair like being a natural color, you know? And I've dyed my hair a lot since the 8th grade. And this is really close to my natural. I've done brown, almost black. I've done red and it like did fade to red at another time, my hair did. And I've also done blonde. Blonde was like the first thing that I dyed my hair to, I guess. Yeah, and I want to change my hair again. Want to cut it, and I want to dye. I won't say any more than that. Won't say the length, won't say the color, you know, but I'll see if that happens. And there's this really cheap place in town, and my mom goes there. They spend a long time. Like, my mom has very short hair, and mine's just not. But if I cut it, I would cut it first. And if I dye, I would dye after I cut. So we'll see what I do. But I don't know. I would go there. I would not go back to the place. It's across town. And the lady did not do it for free when she did the color correction for me. So annoying. I found it very rude. I don't know, like it was turning red and it was obviously not what I wanted. I wanted brown. I wanted chocolate brown and it was turning red after that first dye. And I go back. I make an appointment. I go back and at the end, she's like, okay, that will be blank amount. And it was like 70 something dollars. So it was ridiculous. And I was just like, unbelievable. Of course I pay it. But I'm like, I'm not going back. So I would go somewhere else and it would only be like 20 bucks, which is crazy. So crazy good. It's just they spend so long. Was that what I was saying? That's what I'm saying. My mom will be there for hours on end. Her hair's very short, so they just take forever. And they're students. You can get a senior, someone who's more experienced, but that's just kind of harder to find. And people are in and out, so your hairstylist or whatever, they will change pretty fast because this is a college town and people are in and out, always graduating, getting married, moving on, you know. So anyway, so I just really want a change and yeah, other things. So I see my friend Keely. I'm gonna stay with her. I'll stay the night, so it will be like 1.5 days. I'll also see family. This is down in Utah. Mid-month this month, or no, I think it's like the 26th, but it's coming up, so that's very fun. And what are we at? Wow, I'm talking for too freaking long, but it's kind of fun. So I'll see Keely and we'll catch up, hang out. It'll be really good to see her. We met at work last year, like last spring, and we've known each other for a year now. As of, no, it was May. It was May. Oh, are you still there? Okay, sorry about that. You probably saw a weird scene with my weird view. Anyway, so yeah, just been trying to catch up with friends, texting, calling, FaceTiming, catching up, and I haven't really hung out officially with anybody other than small get-togethers at my place. Obviously, careful because COVID, very small groups, you know. Just having people over, you know, very rarely and frequently. But since October, like Halloween time for a nice Halloween pumpkin hangout thing with my friend Breezy, that was October. That was the last time. And I've planned to get together with people, but they cancel, they have things come up, or I have to cancel, I have things come up, you know, like my foot. So I really want to hang out with Natalie. I'm glad I can see Keely this month. And yeah, my friend Michaela's gone, Breezy's gone. You know, they're back home, they're doing work, they're doing school online because of COVID, because they can. And, you know, I miss them, and it's just, my good friends are gone, you know? And what else? I don't know, just hanging out. It's kind of like when COVID first started, when there was the lockdowns and the social distancing and the quarantine and everything. I feel like that because I haven't really left the house. I did pick up my nephew yesterday just from preschool, and I ran that errand for my appointment. I did sell something on Poshmark, I think on Wednesday, and then I dropped it off yesterday, Thursday. You know, just sent it out. And that was really good. So I have 2 more things on my Poshmark available, and the rest I took a bunch of stuff off of my Poshmark, and I will not put it back on Poshmark, but I will try Plato's Closet. They're good brands. At least one thing has tags on it still, and I think it will sell. I think those items should sell, and I'll do that when I'm down in Utah to see family, to see Keely. So I'm just feeling pretty good. I've been content. My mood has been okay. Last week was a lot harder, the week of the toe stuff. This week and the past few days have been a lot easier on the bipolar and with that, with my mood disorder. And the sad that I experience every spring and summer, I'm waiting for that. I'm dreading it a little bit. The winter, maybe because of COVID especially, it's been harder, I would say. I'm not really sure why, because I do so well that time of year, and it starts in the fall when I just feel more myself and more stable, whatever. It hasn't been that way of late. It's been very up and down and on and off. It's just been very unique the past few weeks and months. So anyway, I really want to make a trip to Tri-Cities where I used to live back in Washington, and I've been here since basically the fall of 2019. So I'm excited for the next time I can go. See some cool people, old friends, you know. And oh, our house is coming along. So my parents had an appointment the other day. They went across town to talk about the house with some cool people, the builders and the people behind the house and in the house stuff. And what time? Okay, I'll wrap it up just a sec. It's just a few corners down, few whatever down the street. That's where the new house is going to be. And they will, is it called break ground, I guess? They'll start the building process here pretty soon. It is the 13th of next month. I don't know why I had to look at the time to know that. Anyway, yeah, the 13th of next month. So yeah, fun stuff, good stuff is happening. Excited about school. Work-wise, I think I'm gonna do, actually, my mom can teach me. She has done it in the past. And I have a friend who does it very often, but DoorDash, I might be doing that. I want to do lawns as well. My brother Dakota comes back from his mission, like for our church. He'll come back in the summertime, and maybe I'll work with him on lawns. I've done lawns in the past. I have experience. I would know what to do. It's just the season here in Idaho where we live now, it's not as long, nearly as long as back home. So we'll see about that. Where are we at? Okay, but really, I've talked a really long time, and I don't know if you're still here, but I'm gonna get going. So thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great and beautiful day.